So what do we need more clarity on? Discipleship. What is that? You know, in my work, I spend a lot of times with pastors and church leaders, and I ask them that question because a lot of times they use the word in different ways, and I get lots of different answers. There's a famous pastor that's written a book. He says discipleship is anything that helps someone grow closer to Christ. And I'm like, that's a great thing to do, right? Who would argue against that? But does that mean if I pray for someone intentionally that I've discipled them? I mean, according to that definition, it would mean that. Sometimes pastors tell me discipleship, that's the Bible studies. That's the real in-depth stuff that happens. Other pastors say, you know, discipleship, our discipleship ministry is we really hit hospitality hard on Sundays. You see what I'm getting at? There's not clarity. And when we don't have clarity, we don't know where we're going or what we're doing. One of the things that I believe is that Jesus' way of making disciples is the best way. His way is the best way. And so if I can understand what he did and why he did it, then it's going to move me closer to doing it the way he did it. I don't really use the word discipleship anymore. I use the word disciple-making. And here's how I distinguish the two. I think that discipleship typically, not always, but typically in churches, means this: following Jesus minus reaching the lost. Now, of course, nobody's saying like, hey, we just try to follow Jesus here, but we don't want to reach the lost. Nobody's saying that. But when we define discipleship as, hey, we're going to study the word, we're going to grow, we're going to figure out how we can become more mature, and we don't have any interest or engagement around reaching the lost, or sometimes there's some acknowledgement that we want to, but there's no intentional movement towards that. That's what I call discipleship now. But disciple-making is following Jesus plus reaching the lost. Now, those of you who are really astute or sometimes contrarian in the room are probably thinking, well, didn't Jesus how can we follow Jesus and not reach the lost? You're absolutely right. We really can't be following Jesus if we're not trying to reach the lost. Jesus said he came to seek and save what was lost. But for some reason, somehow, there are many churches and many Christians that have lost that part of their vision. Their vision is, hey, I want to become like Jesus, but they seem to have blinders on about the lost. What disciple-making language does is it raises that back up. So it's a little harder to be blind to that. Disciple-making is following Jesus plus reaching the lost.